All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DFS Experience for Sunday, April 23rd. I'm absolutely breeze through this video because I'm a little bit under the weather, and I wasn't even gonna make this video, but you guys showed up for the last video, so it's only right that I show up for this video. We're gonna start with DraftKings. Steph Curry, 9.8K. This seems to be like the only series that I could truly depend on certain players. Curry, Fox, Sabonis. The rest of these slates, I don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest with you. I could depend on a little bit of Boston, but how many Boston players are you going to put in your lineup? But these playoffs, a lot of these so-called stars are unreliable, and it's really fucking up our lineups. And I'm speaking for all of us. I know we're all going through it. With all that being said, let's try to get through this shit. Steph Curry 9.8, fire him up. Donovan Mitchell, what the fuck is his problem? What the fuck is going on with him? This guy used to be an elite playoff, producer in Utah. Now he's acts like he's never seen a basketball before. Listen, I don't give a shit about this 46. What does he have? 17 points. 17 points. You took 11 shots. Then we got 40 fantasy. Listen, you're fucking 9.3K. I need 50 fantasy points out of you, so this shit doesn't matter to me. Let me get Donovan Mitchell out of here. Listen, he's 9.2K. His price came down. If you're playing a lot of lineups, throw him in one, but I've lost confidence in him. I'm not expecting nothing big out of him. I'm going to play him to play him, but I'm not relying on him. Fox, absolutely in play. Fire him up. Trae Young in Atlanta. Listen, he's another asshole. What the fuck is going on in Atlanta? This guy is, when the ball's not in his hands, he's just standing around like he's waiting for the bus. Listen, I don't got time for these idiots today. I really don't. They need to get Trae Young the fuck out of there. They need to play through DeJounte Murray and get what they can for Trae Young, and that's that. Because, listen, this is basketball. Not wait for the fucking bus. Not stand on the sideline. When the ball is, watch the tape. When the ball is not in his hand, he's just standing around. No, fuck that. Watch Curry and watch Trae Young. When Curry doesn't have the ball, he's trying to get the ball back, or he's setting screens, or he's fading or rolling or whatever it is he needs to do to get the ball back. Trae Young doesn't have the ball, he's just fucking standing there with his fucking thumb in his ass. Fuck that. Guess what? It's reflecting on his fantasy scores also, to be honest with you. Game 1, 33 fantasy points. Game 2, 39 fantasy points. Okay. Game 3, he's hitting his shots, 58 fantasy points. But which Trae Young are we gonna get? The one that's gonna give us 30-something fantasy points, or the one that's gonna give us 58 fantasy points? That's a question you gotta ask yourself. Unfortunately, he's in play. Jamal Murray, you don't got to worry about him. He's going to show up. Fire him up. DeJounte Murray, he's in play. Fire him up. Jalen Brunson, fire him up. Garland's in play, 7.4K. That's fine. Derek White, he had a down game. I'd expect that. Or I expected that. You can fire up Derek White. No problem. Smart. If Smart is out, Brogdon gets a bump. White gets a bump. Jaylen Brown gets a little bit of a bump. You guys know that. Jordan Poole, 6K off the bench. I guess you could take a shot. Conley is fine. He's okay. He's 5.7 for a reason. Brogdon looks good either way. Quickly, if you're desperate, you can take a shot. Bruce Brown is absolutely in play, 4.7K. Davion Mitchell, he played 18 minutes. Very risky with that, with his minutes. Walker Alexander's in play. Davion Mitchell's risky. I'd rather play Walker Alexander. You know he's gonna get rotation minutes regardless, and he's gonna look to shoot when he's on the court. Davion Mitchell is out there for defense. Anthony Edwards is too cheap. Fire him up. Jaylen Brown, way too cheap. fire him up. Absolutely. Klay Thompson, I'm expecting a big game out of him. At some point, fire him up. Herter is in play. Monk's in play. You never know which one of these two are gonna go off, but you gotta take your shots on both of them. Josh Hart's in play. Bogdanovich is in play. Bogdanovich is too cheap for what he's gonna do when he gets on the court. Levert's in play. Caldwell Pope is absolutely in play because you need to play, some type of value. Gary Payton, if he's healthy. Quentin Grimes, you can take a shot. And I'll stop right there. Let's go to small forward. Tatum, Wiggins, all in play. Michael Porter's in play. Barrett, you want to take a shot on Barrett, go on ahead. I know he has one good game every 2 weeks, so I don't give a shit about his last game. You want to take a shot, take a shot. Kyle Anderson's in play. Harrison Barnes is another one. This guy could give you 40 fantasy points, or he could give you 4 fantasy points. Listen, you got to take a shot. It's 4-game slate. You got to take a shot. DeAndre Hunter, another one. He give you 35 fantasy points, or he give you 4 fantasy points. This is just the way it is right now. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. DiFrancesco, you could take a shot coming off the bench. Sadiq Bey, no thank you. Torian Prince, you could take a shot, especially if he starts. Grant Williams will probably be popular. I don't think he's going to do what he did 2 games in a row, but you can always take a shot. He'll be on the floor. If they're on the floor, they have a chance. Karl Anthony Towns, 7.9, fire him up. Julius Randle is unplayable for me because he's not playing well. He's not producing. And if you're not producing, you can't be in my lineups because all you're going to do is cost me money. Game 1, 42 fantasy points. That's still subpar for Julius Randle. Game 2, 34 fantasy points. Game 3, 27 fantasy points. So he's only getting worse. The minutes are there, the shots are there. He's just not hitting the shot. So, listen, nothing to be upset about. Just can't play him. When he finds his game, then I'll play him again. No problem. They don't even need him right now. They're destroying Cleveland. Mobley, 7.1. I'm sorry, 7K in play. You see how dizzy I am? I'm so dizzy. The 0 looks like a 1. Listen, Evan Mobley, 7K, fire him up. Draymond Green, 6.1, fire him up. He should be nice and refreshed since his suspension. You can fire up Draymond. Aaron Gordon's in play. Al Horford's in play. John Collins, I hate playing this guy. Actually, I think I'm going to fade him. I'm tired of giving these guys chances. 15 fucking fantasy points. 6'10" basketball player. 6'10" starter for the Atlanta Hawks. And all he could provide is 15 fucking fan. He needs to go and do something with himself, to be honest with you. Because I'm not in the mood for this shit today. 15 fucking... If I started for the Atlanta Hawks, I would give you more than 15 fucking fantasy points. And I'm not even being funny. Trey Lyles, you could take a shot. Kyle Murray. Who the fuck is Kyle Murray? Keegan Murray. He's another bozo. This guy's on the fucking court for decoration. What the fuck does he do? Last 3 games, 7, 8, and then 16. Whoop-de-doo. Double-digit fantasy points. He's pissing me off. And get him the fuck out of here. Listen, there's value, and then there's stink. This guy stinks. You feel me? Obi Toppin. You don't really need Obi Toppin with 15 minutes. Look, 23 fantasy points. How come Obi Toppin can give you 23 fantasy points in 15 minutes, but Keegan Murray can't? John Collins can't in 30 minutes. Let me look at Obi Toppin one more time. Let me see something. 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 fantasy points, 12 fantasy points, 23 fantasy points. If you need value, at least you know Obi Toppin's gonna try. Okay. As these playoff games get closer and closer to the end of the series, you'll see more minutes for the starters, especially in closer games, and less minutes for the bench players or value pieces or non-essential guys. So just keep that in mind as you're building your lineups. Jokic is in play. Sabonis is in play, absolutely. Jared Allen, you could take a shot, but I'm kind of off of Cleveland, to be honest with you. I like Gobert better than Allen. Gobert's in play. Looney's fine. Capella's he's a starting center that has to share his minutes like a little bitch. He's sharing his minutes with Okongwu. Like they're splitting fucking minutes. This is fucking crazy. Man, get Capella out of here. Mitch Robinson, you could take a shot. Bobby Williams, you could take a shot. Alex Lean, I don't need. And then why I keep saying Capella splitting minutes, because if he's splitting minutes and the guy he's splitting minutes with is $1,200 cheaper, then ding, 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 you play the guy that's $1,200 cheaper. Fire up Okongwu. You can even take a shot on Hartenstein. I don't like Kuminga. I don't like what I see when I watch the game. He's not fitting the script. So I'm not playing him because I know how Kerr is, and when Kerr gets pissed off, he sits your ass. And I don't want to be playing Kuminga for no 12, 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I want him to get run, and he's not going to get run, especially now. So I don't need him. If Wiggins and Draymond were out, then you could play Kuminga. But even when Draymond was out, people tried to play Kuminga. He played 13 minutes. I said not to play Kuminga. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. What are you going to do? Listen. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell. Thumbs up. You guys have been doing it. You guys are amazing. You guys are spectacular. If you're struggling to cash, and I know some of you probably are because the fucking playoffs are a mess, and it's not a secret. It's a mess. Especially if you play Milwaukee today. It's messy. But if you need help, you would like me to send you my lineups. If you like me to build your own lineups, whatever it is you want, whatever it is you need, check out the Patreon link in the description, or you could DM me on Twitter, and we'll get you going. We're gonna go to FanDuel. We're gonna breeze through FanDuel. Same player pool. It's the exact same player pool. Nothing changes. We're just looking at salaries right now. See if there's anybody priced overpriced or underpriced. These guys are priced pretty much appropriately. Fox, Curry, Young, all appropriate. Murray, fine. DeJounte's fine. Brunson, Garland, White. Everybody's priced right where they need to be. Brogdon, if there's no Smart, will probably be one of the best players on the slate. I've kind of lost confidence in Conley, but that's why he's 5.5K. Like, how bad can he hurt you? Anthony Edwards, he's 10-3 for a reason. I prefer him over Donovan Mitchell because at least he's got like gorilla balls. I don't know what's going on with Donovan Mitchell. I really don't. And I don't want to hear about defense. I don't want to hear nothing. It's the playoffs. Either you produce or you don't produce. That's what separates you from being a good player or a great player. Anthony Edwards, he tries. Like, he's trying. He's trying to be great. That's all you can ask for. Fire up Anthony Edwards and get Donovan Mitchell the fuck out of here. Jaylen Brown, we already know his pedigree. 8.5, fire him up. He had a down game. He's going to have one of these 40, 50-point games that's coming. I figured maybe in Atlanta when Boston would need more help with scoring on the road, but maybe it's this game, maybe not. We'll see. Klay Thompson always seems washed, and then he comes out with one of these 35, 40-point games. He's priced correctly. RJ Barrett, he's a fucking bozo. He's priced all right. Bogdanovich, he's fine. Levert, if he starts, he's fine. Hart is fine. Monk, Herder, they're fine. Bruce Brown is fine. DiFrancesco, Caldwell Pope, NAW, all priced appropriately. Tatum, Porter, Wiggins. Barnes is overpriced because he's a bozo. The rest of those guys are fine. Kyle Anderson, he's priced appropriately. DeAndre Hunter's, he might be overpriced because you don't know what you're gonna get from that guy. Keegan Murray's overpriced because he's dumpster. Let me stop because he's not good. Let me just relax. Um, who else we got here? Sabonis, dirt cheap. He's way too cheap. Fire up Sabonis. Karl Anthony Towns is too cheap. Fade Randall. You can take a shot on Randall. He's priced appropriately. I shouldn't be telling you to fade Randall. He's priced. He's overpriced because he's not playing well. Allen is fine. Mobley is fine. Draymond is fine. Aaron Wiggins is. Aaron Gordon is too cheap for his upside. A little bit too cheap. Just a touch. Collins is overpriced because you know why. He can't even pay off 5K. He needs to be out. He needs to go play for China. Hartenstein, you can take a shot. He's okay. Obi Toppin's okay. Grant Williams okay. Taurean Prince is fine. Actually, I'm lying. NAW is going to start. What am I talking about? But Taurean Prince is still fine off the bench. Jetty, you could take a shot. Jokic, you could take a shot. Gobert is fine. Jokic is priced appropriately. That's what I meant to say. Looney is priced appropriately. Robinson is fine, priced appropriately. Clint Capella has to share his balls. 5.5K, he's okay. Robert Williams is fine. Okongwu 5'2". You could take a shot since they're priced closer to each other, Capella and Okongwu. But the bigger difference is on DraftKings, where I will always choose Okongwu. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about it. So listen, I think this Lakers game is almost about to be over. I think the whole world knew Dylan Brooks shouldn't have said nothing, but he did. It is what it is. Listen, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Go take some painkillers and go do something with myself. I'm gonna let y'all guys get back to doing whatever it is you do on a Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys had a profitable day. It was a real bullshit slate. Really, probably have another bullshit slate again. But you know, that's what it is. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. Check out the Patreon if you need additional assistance. And I'm going to go on and get out of here and do something with my life. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.